G'day ladies and gents, and welcome back to Cold Waters with Mags, and welcome back aboard the Tambov B448 Victor 3 class nuclear submarine. Alright, so we're continuing our Russian South China Sea campaign, and we've been given a new mission. Tactical situation. Intelligence data indicates the enemy plans to reinforce its invasion force at Hong Kong. A convoy of supply ships is believed to be leaving Ningbo soon. You must intercept and destroy this convoy before the landing of additional troops and or materials occurs. NavOps is depending on you. No other ships or planes are in position to intercept the enemy at this time. So that's fair enough. Alright, so we've got to intercept an invasion fleet, or a reinforcement fleet really, that's heading for Hong Kong, because Hong Kong is already under Chinese control. That said, we do have a small problem. At this point we have no anti-ship missiles and we only have 3 MOS. We have the SSN-16s, 2 of them, but they only work against submarines, and we're looking at a surface fleet, and we only have 4 USET-80s in the tubes and 4 extras. These fleets can really easily get over 10 ships, so we don't actually have enough ordnance here to be able to actually take down the fleet if it happens to be large. So, before we do that, we are going to have to run straight back to Okinawa, go through all this. Achievements to date. Commander Jack Kanov, Tambov B448, 3 days at war, 2 missions completed. That's not bad, all things considered. Capital ships sunk 0 at this time. We've got 4 warships, 3 submarines, and 5 merchants for 12 ships total at 32,220 tons. Now, I won't worry about this because we are not actually going to get any R&R. This is going to be a very, very, very rapid flyover. So now we're going to quickly rearm the submarine. Now, over here is the number of hours in port. So we've got 1 hour by default, and all of our countermeasures or decoys are reloaded at this time. So now, every time we add something in here, we are going to add time. And the ships on the world map are going to progress. So we don't want to be here too long. So we've got 1 in the tube, 2 extras. I want that on 3. So we have 3 MOS on board. And I want 6 anti-ship missiles. And then we can load the rest up with USAT-80s. It's important you get this right, because every time you add a piece of equipment, a torpedo or whatever, to the ship, and whenever you remove a piece, it adds time to it. So this is going to have us in port for 12 hours. So the enemy fleet is going to get 12 hours of advancement while we're simply resupplying before we move out. So cast off, anchors away, and we are already flanked by 2 submarines. So we got lucky there. No, we got intercepted, and we got intercepted at 20 knots as well. Ah, damn it, I thought I was going to get away from him. Alright, so new sonar contact, bearing 149, designates Sierra 1. I'll move it to 20 kilometers, or 20 kiluyards rather. Status report. Yep, we're fine there. We have got an enemy submarine, so that loadout is perfectly fine.
On
Close
sonar
to,
lost,
and
brig
go
ship for ultra
silent
quiet.
instantly. Why? No. Why are we heading in this direction? We should be heading in that direction. Alright, turn north immediately.
355, helm aye.
Alright, so the good news is we actually have some depth here. Conditions. Where is the bottom? 1,400 feet, nearly 1,500 feet. So we don't have to worry about hitting the bottom. We've got a little bit of room to maneuver. Alright, so now it's just a matter of working out where our
Con sonar, new contact bearing 124, designated Sierra 1.
Alright, so
Come left to
Sierra 1.
7, helm aye.
What are you?
3.
Alright, so we've got 2 container ships, or a tanker and a container ship, but I think we've managed to find it this time. We have a Sierra 3 and it's actively pinging. It looks like
Con
a Xiang.
sonar, Sierra 3 is classified as Con helm, steady course.
Alright, so that looks like our target. Yep, it's Xiang. It's about 300 feet. So holding 600 at the moment. It cannot hear us on active. Ambient noise in the water. It's 108 decibels, so it's fairly noisy at the moment. The Xiang...
Con sonar, lost contact.
122. That's why we're having trouble finding it.
Bearing 1,
It's
4,
very,
5,
very close to
contact
ambient
evaded.
noise. On the upside, we should be very difficult to detect as well, so that works in our favour. Alright, so it's not going to be able to detect us on active yet. I'm tempted to head for the thermal layer though. We do have a weak layer and a duct. It's very weak though. It's not going to give us much of an advantage. What we're going to do here, I'm going to do a long shot. I'm actually going to turn.
Come right to 147 Helm I.
Yeah, I'm going to turn
Come
south.
right to 180 Helm I.
And I'm going to fire a torpedo and actually head it directly on the east-west line before turning it south. See if I can spook the Xiang into revealing itself by going to flank and launching torpedoes. Essentially going to use the tanker as, well, chaff, a blade of armor. It's alright, the torpedoes fired shouldn't go to the surface because it's looking for a submarine, so hopefully I won't get the tanker killed in the process. And if I do, well, I'll just make sure I just tell everybody back at NATO that the Xiang deliberately fired on the tanker. It wasn't an accident at all. Alright. Alright, so we're still time accelerating here. We've hooked the torpedo around the back of the large tanker, and there we go. We just had an active launch. Xiang is firing on the torpedo. So she is in here. Still can't detect her though.
Fire control, weapon acquired. Con sonar, noisemaker,
right, there we go.
bearing
Countermeasures.
127.
So there she is. She's right in here. Now I'm just waiting to get an active return off the torpedo. Yeah, torpedo is no longer tracking the countermeasure. It's now tracking the target. From where we are, the ambient noise in the water, we can't even hear the torpedoes. I heard 3 transients then. I think it was 3. It was definitely 2, possibly 3. So it's just hip-fired 3 torpedoes. I suspect up to 3 torpedoes. Likely directly north. The tanker should be out of the way, so he should be nice and safe. But we're not picking up the return off the torpedo's sonar here, so...
Con sonar, noisemaker, bearing 124.
I'm going to do this completely blind. So I'm doing manual guidance on the torpedo here, but I can't actually see what I'm trying to track.
Con sonar, regained contact on Sierra 3, bearing 121.
Yeah, Sierra 3's not up there. It's
Con
down here.
sonar, lost contact. Sierra 3, last bearing 121.
Ha!
Contact breaking up.
Alright, so, engagement 1, Xiang sunk, and a pretty interesting kill on that one, because that was manually guiding a USAT-80 into the side of the Xiang without actually having the Xiang detected. I wasn't sure exactly where it was. I was just doing a relatively normal sweep, trying to see if the torpedo would actually reacquire the submarine, and instead it looks like I drove into the submarine, so blind kill. Nice. Alright, so now, resume to mission objective. Yes, sir. Alright, so we got to get up around the top of Taipei as quickly as possible. Now, I hate being in here, because this is all shallows. Now, ideally, it looks like we're going to be intercepted by another submarine. We haven't detected a surface fleet here yet, but we have just been tracked down by a sub. So, 150 feet, we did slow down to 10 knots, which is good. Target was at bearing 0. Strong thermal layer at 205 feet, or at the very least, means we're going to have at least a little bit of water below us.
On sonar.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
So, let's check it out. So 0, we have a Sierra 1. I didn't reload one of the talks here, and I don't want to now because it'll break silent. Alright, so we've got 573 feet, and we've got a strong duct halfway. Alright, we can work with this.
Contact bearing 353. Designated Sierra 3.
Alright, so these ones, we are definitely going to have to clear from the word go. Alright, so we have a blue whale.
Sierra 1 is classified as
one.
biologic.
This is Screaming Surface Vessel, I think. Yeah, looking small freighter. No. Forward line. Yeah, I'm thinking it's going to be a... Yeah, I'm thinking stern trawler.
Sonar Sierra 2 is classified as merchant.
That's Sierra 3. Yeah, I'm thinking this is going to be a freighter as well. It's not a cargo ship, it's not lining up on the second. So what lines up on this line? That's as close as I'm getting.
Sonar Sierra 3 is classified as merchant.
Make
We're going to head to
8 feet, dive by.
Yeah, going to head to 3-8. We're going to pop the radar and just confirm surface targets. That's our blue whale talking to us. So it's confirmed. What's our ambient conditions? It's only 98, so it's fairly quiet. Odd that we can't hear anything. Alright, 50 feet. Now the upside, once we get to 38, we'll also clear any other surface contacts, and we'll confirm whether or not we've got these right, because if I've misidentified these and there are a submerged contact, they will not show up on radar. So we are at 38.
Raise the radar mast.
Radar mast is up. And...
Dive at 8 feet, dive by.
Wow, this is interesting. Oh, there we go. We have... Radar must be messed up by the storm. We've confirmed M2 stern trawler, but not the small cargo ship.
Lower the radar mast. Raise the ESM mast. Lower the ESM mast.
Periscope up. So, it'll be somewhere around 349. that is the stern trawler. What's up, matey? I am currently recording Cold Waters. What are you doing? Say hello to YouTube. Say hello.
Hi.
How about you go eat chips and laundry, and I'll be out to watch Mandalorian soon. Sorry about that, ladies and gents. Looks like the boys want some attention, so I'm going to have to wrap this one up fairly soon. Alright, so we've got our trawler, we've got nothing else on the service, and range is involved. Second ship. Is that the one? Alright, yes it is. And 3 small cargo. Okay, so that's really weird. Alright, so that's confirmed now.
Con sonar, Master 3 is classified as merchant.
Alright, so I misidentified Master 3, but it was detected on radar. Well, it wasn't detected on radar, but it has been now detected on periscope. Interesting, radar didn't pick that up. So that's it. Alright. So, downscope. Back to 150 feet. Alright, so that means we've confirmed and cleared the surface targets. We do not have a contact yet for our submarine. Now, considering the noise in the water, we should. I suspect it has to be below the duct. So we're going to have to go to 250 feet.
Make depth
And see what we
250
can
feet,
find.
dive I.
Con sonar, new contact bearing.
We have a
3,
Sierra 4.
5. Come right to 310. Helm I.
Alright, so Sierra 4.
Con sonar, lost contact. Master 1. Last bearing 0, 6, 7. Contact faded.
Possibly a song? Nah, it's a Ming.
Con sonar, Sierra 4 is classified
We are
as
being
submerged
ghosted.
submarine.
We are being ghosted by a sneaky Ming. How the hell? I suppose only 125, although how the hell we're not detecting it? Alright, so where is it? Yeah, it's right on the layer. Cheeky. Alright, so. Let's go slip just above the layer. 205.
Con, helm, steady.
Let's go to
Make depth
150.
150 feet, dive I.
Oh, I had a comment in one of my recent Cold Waters videos, so I should pop that one up there now, about why I'm not launching torpedoes from port or starboard side like I do with American subs. Russian subs have always been
Con
old
sonar,
school,
lost
where
contact.
American subs have
Sierra
the torpedo
4,
tubes on the
last
port and
bearing
starboard
3,
sides,
5,
so you've got tubes
9,
roughly
contact
there and
faded.
roughly there. It varies from subtype to
Con
subtype.
sonar, regained
Russians
contact on. Master 2,
have all
bearing
6
3,
in the nose.
1, 9.
Underneath the line through here, that's the main
Con
active sonar belt,
regained
and then
contact
6
on.
tubes straight in
Master
front.
3, bearing 3,
So-
3, 6.
There is no left or right hand side shooting with a Russian sub. It's coming out the nose. Alright, so now we have lost it because we've slipped above the layer, but that's fine. That's what I want to do.
Shoot 2-4. Aye,
Now,
sir.
will it hear that?
Con, dive at 150 feet, dive I.
And we have no transient. They did not hear the launch. Okay, that's good. So now what I want to do is going to get the torpedo to move a little bit further away. Let's get clear of the submarine. Because once it's got a little bit of a gap up here, what I'm going to do is Go back to 250 feet.
250
Now this shouldn't break our wire because we're not changing directions. We're not doing anything that should put any strain on the wire between our submarine and the torpedo, so we shouldn't lose guidance. But it'll put our hydrophones below the layer, so we should pick up the Ming again, especially when the Ming starts maneuvering as it detects the torpedo. But the Ming shouldn't detect the torpedo itself because it's above the layer.
Con sonar regained contact on Sierra.
Alright, so that's changed things up a little bit. So the Ming's position, as we updated here, jumped a lot closer than I was expecting. If this is right, if it is actually that close, not only did it not hear the torpedo launch, but it's in for a real nasty surprise in a few seconds because it's going to have a torpedo coming at it from completely the wrong direction. Right, so I'm going to take a risk here and I'm going to let this go active.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
We have acquired. Torpedoes diving down below the layer, and no reaction out of the Ming yet. We're only just penetrating the thermal layer now.
Sierra Bore is classified
and
as
I misidentified. It's a Romeo. God, I got that one completely wrong. Alright, Romeo. I've been misidentifying a lot of subs recently. I really need to get my game face on. Well, the Romeo, I'm not so sure it'll even hear this coming in. It's most certainly not reacting. Yeah, it's not even attempting to maneuver. It's doing 11 knots. It doesn't hear us. It didn't hear that.
Sonar lost contact. Sierra Bore last bearing 356. Contact breaking up.
Right, that was
sonar
just cruel.
Regained contact on Master 1 bearing 077.
That was just cruel. There was a lot of setup there. A lot of setup, all to actually. I feel ripped off. I feel ripped off. All that for a Romeo that couldn't hear us coming anyway. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so we've managed to clear the submarines that were blocking us from being able to make it to Hong Kong out of the way, and we spotted an enemy fleet that is sitting right on the edge of Hong Kong. This is likely our target fleet, so we're going to be intercepting the enemy fleet within line of sight of the main harbour for Hong Kong. This is going to be fun. Anyways, guys, until next time, remember to click that like button if you did, share and subscribe if you want to see more, and as always, take care.